What's up guys, it's Justin here, and today I want to talk about my office lighting setup. So this is something I've had a lot of questions of, and especially when I talked about some Lifx bulbs in my holiday gift guide, a lot of you were interested in that in particular, so I thought it'd be worth making a video. So you might remember in 2015 I did my official office tour, and that video did pretty well. I think it's approaching 700,000 views now, and one of the most important things in that video was the lighting setup. I had lots of lights around the office, they were multicolor, and in fact I'm using the same lights right now but the third generation of the Lifx bulbs. So the lights that I have been using this entire time are from Lifx, and this video is not sponsored or anything. I went out and purchased the bulbs by myself. So a bit of a backstory, my office is about 140 square feet, give or take, and this is a blueprint of what it's laid out like. Originally this used to be a guest bedroom, so it only had one light on the top, so I had 12 more holes drilled into the ceiling, and I decided I wanted the entire office to be powered by Lifx bulbs, so I just wanted to share with you my experience on that and just how it's changed my workflow, because I'm someone who is really influenced in terms of work environment, and I think a lot of other people are as well. Of course, the popular choice would have been to get a Hue bulb, but the reason why I went for Lifx was because the bulbs are just so much brighter. The third generation is 1100 lumens and can display 16 million colors and 1000 shades of white from a range of 2500 Kelvin to 9000 Kelvin, which I'm going to talk about why that benefits me later in this video. Everything is controlled directly from the app, and I find it very intuitive and easy to use, and that allows me to change between 16 million colors down to the specific degree, and you can also adjust the brightness directly from here as well. There's a menu for the colors as well as the whites. In addition to that, there are also themes that are set up and special effects such as candle flicker, strobe, color cycle, or music visualizer as well. Aside from all of the crazy capabilities in terms of the colors though, what really amazes me is that this bulb only uses the equivalent of 11 watts. And for example, you've got a CFL bulb here which is pretty energy efficient already, uses 13 watts and is 200 lumens dimmer. So in terms of saving energy, this is going to be one of the most energy efficient bulbs out there for what it's able to output in terms of lumens. The bulbs are available in two different sizes, whether it is the normal size one that I have in my lamps or the ones made for recessed lights, which are the same lumen and same specifications but have a wider base for a bigger dispersion. They come in sets of 1, 2, 4, or 6 just to save you guys some money if you plan to get multiple units, and even though they are slightly expensive for a regular bulb or even a Wi-Fi bulb, I personally think it's worth every cent, and as you notice, I bought a lot of them with my own money. By having ceiling lights and also some lamps around the room, what I've also done is set them into different zones. So for example, I have a lamp over there, and I also have a smaller lamp when I'm recording videos and might just want an accent light, but there's also a group that is for the main lighting in the office as well, which is the ones that are in the ceiling. The only issue I had with Lifx bulbs was the connectivity at times, and this has been improved throughout the generations because if you don't know, Lifx has 3 generations of the bulbs. They had the original, which I featured in my office tour, the Lifx 1000, and now the 3rd generation bulbs. The way that Philips Hue bulbs operate is that you have to purchase a starter pack that features a hub that you connect all of the lights to, in which you connect your phone to that in order to control the lights. Obviously that setup is never going to be perfect either because I know some people have had issues with that as reported on Twitter, but the way the Lifx bulb works is that every time you want to connect a new bulb, you have to connect that individually to your Wi-Fi network, which in this case is the home network. So in the event that the Wi-Fi network is down, for example, I'm not able to really access my bulbs, and occasionally certain bulbs don't connect when the lights are on. The Lifx 1000 and the 3rd generation bulbs though have really improved compared to the original ones with the new format, so it's just something I really wanted to note as an annoyance, but it isn't a huge issue and it only happens once in a while. But like I mentioned, it is network reliant, so it really comes down to your home network. But now that I've talked a lot about the features and the lights that I have in my office, I want to go into detail as to how I use them and why I like them so much. For any photographer or videographer out there, whether you're a YouTuber or just a freelancer, you know that lighting is key, whether it is just to empower your ideas and just have a bright environment to work with, or for a filming or recording space. In my situation, I used to have softboxes in my bedroom, and like I mentioned at the start of the video, because I only have one window in this office and it does get dark obviously throughout certain times of day, I'm not able to rely on that as my main source of lighting. Additionally, I don't really like softboxes because it makes the room really hot and they also take up a ton of space and tip over all the time, so the main lighting I use for my videos is actually just the room lighting, which is the Lifx bulbs that surround this office. Another issue that a lot of people encounter with using room lighting is the color temperature. So a typical bulb in a normal room in your house is going to be about 3500 kelvins because with a warmer tone, it's more pleasant to sit in most environments. The Lifx bulb lets you select a range from 2500 Kelvin to 9000 Kelvin with 1000 shades of white to allow you to pick the perfect light setting for your camera. Most softboxes come with 5500 Kelvin lights, so in my situation, all I had to do is go on my phone and go to a preset that I made for recording videos, and my lighting is the perfect color temperature that my camera likes. It is super bright and lights up my entire office, and when I'm working sometimes I might just want to have a nice blue vibe or just a theme set up, and that is something that I still love to this date, even though I've been working around in this office for a year. It's just great to be able to change the vibe at any time. On the other hand, the lamps allowed me to set a second dimension in terms of lighting, just having a different color from the rest of the room, or also set it up as a background light for videos, as you might have seen in my Telus gift guide, where I had a nice blue, red, and green tone throughout the video, which was all done with one Lifx bulb. Whether you're putting this in your bedroom, your living room, your office, or your studio, or even your bathroom if you want to spend that much on bathroom lights, this is a great option, and I think the flexibility is what I love about it the most. It is able to go up to 1100 lumens, which is very bright for a consumer bulb, and I even had troubles finding bulbs that bright at this form factor in the store. And with it being LED, it is pretty energy efficient as well, and the flexibility you have in terms of changing colors from the white color tones to the 16 million colors and the themes and the strobe effects is just so awesome, and I can really recommend this for anyone out there. As always, the links will be in the description section below if you would like to check it out, and if you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, sub if you loved it, and I'll see you all in the next one.